Hello, my name is Owen O'Neill. In this video I'm going to show you the PlanningSpace Excel Office add-in. What this add-in allows us to do is to access data from the PlanningSpace directly within Excel. So it talks to PlanningSpace via the integration services the PlanningSpace provides in order to integrate the PlanningSpace with third-party applications. So just to give you an idea of the types of data we can retrieve, I'm going to open up the PlanningSpace here, and I'm in the Manage Data section. So in my hierarchy of documents here, under the UK, I've got a field called Constants, and this project document has various variable types and data types here. So a typical workflow for a user may be to come into the Manage Data section of PlanningSpace and either read or edit data directly within the document itself here. So we have production numbers, operating costs, and so on. The user can come in and make changes directly within the document. There are other options, of course, for editing data in PlanningSpace. I can use one of the bulk update tools like the data utility or loading from third-party systems. And similarly on the reporting side, we have several options around reporting standard reports, pulling into our portfolio workspace in order to slice and dice and so on. But often it's convenient to just pull that information into my Excel document for ad hoc operations. So that's what I'm going to show you today. So the add-in is accessible right now via the Insert menu. So there's this concept in the Office applications now, sort of like an app store. We've published one called the Data Retrieval app. And this appears in this pane on the right hand side of my Excel document, and I need, of course, to validate my credentials with the PlanningSpace. So here it's just remembering my entries from last time, so I say which system I want to connect to, and now I'm presented with some options here. I can select any of my versions from the PlanningSpace Managed Data. So I want the live version. So I'm really presented here with the same hierarchy of documents that I could access directly within PlanningSpace data flow based on my login credentials. So I'm going to find the constants field here. We have a number of options down below. I could select different revisions, different scenarios, currencies, and so on, but I'm going to just leave those with the defaults. And now I want to select a number of variables that I'm interested in. So let's say in this example we want to read some operating costs. Okay, so let's take a few of those. And we can also take a few scalar variables, just to get some different data types. So let's take the block, the area, and the country. Okay, so then I click on a cell where I wanted the data to be loaded to, and click Load Variables. So it's now contacted the PlanningSpace via the integration services and retrieve this information, and I should be able to align these numbers with what I see in here. So the field OPEX 7021 6199, so those are visible here. So that's very useful right away. I have the option to select one or more documents, selection of variables, and just pull that data into an Excel file for any ad hoc operations I want to do. And what we're planning to add in to this Office app is the ability to update data back to Dataflow. So that's already enabled via the integration services in the background. So we just build this feature in that if I was to type some numbers here, I will be able to select the range that I want to update back to Dataflow and simply click a Submit Data button. So that will work just the same as the data utility within Dataflow. So we can support a lot of different use cases with this technology. Users who may want to edit their data directly within the Excel interface that they are familiar with. We have ad hoc reporting that we can do in this way, so there's lots of useful things we can do. One other use case that we see would be we have a specific Excel file, so let's open up a different Excel document. I just want to show you that I can pull this data directly into any Excel document. It doesn't need to be an empty Excel file or any particular format. So I open up here an economic model that I have, go to the Input tab, and in here again I can access my Office app. So again, I'm just going to navigate down to that document, and here I'm going to select a couple of different variables this time. So let's just take out some totals. So let's say I want total capex, total operating costs, and my production. So again, I click on a cell, and it's going to just drop that information right into my Excel document, which I can then hook up. So there's really lots of useful things we can do with this technology, and yeah, we're very excited about it. So that's it for today. Thank you very much.